right. Thank y'all for joining us for our last third Thursday in 2022. Gosh, y'all, where did the year go? So if you haven't joined us before, we do this once a month as an opportunity to share information, ask questions, kind of network with each other and talk about what's coming up and do all the things. Just get to interact, see each other's faces so we don't have to always wait between conferences and trainings in order to do that. So I appreciate y'all being here with us. With our team, we have Ellen Hill, our Main Street Training and Compliance Coordinator. We have Elizabeth Elliott, our Downtown Historic Preservation Planner. We have Ebony Simpson, our Organization and Strategic Planning Coordinator. And I didn't see if Tess had hopped on or not. She usually is on too, and she is our Communications Coordinator. That's us. But if there's anybody new who's joining us for the first time, I'd love for y'all to throw your hand up and introduce yourself. I see we got Kristen Deal in Toccoa. Kristen, why don't you unmute yourself and say hi?
Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Deal. I just started as Main Street Manager at the city. This is my third week, so I'm really excited to be here and I'm excited to meet you all.
Awesome. What'd you do before this, Kristen?
Oh, well, I've actually been a grant writer for a few years. I started a grant writing firm while I was in college, and I just have been working with local government for the last few years. And so I have a little bit of experience with stuff like this, but it's still a little bit different too. So
yeah, everybody just heard grant writer, and so everybody in their head is just like, oh, I'm going to call Kristen and ask her all the questions.
yes, feel free anytime.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Rebecca.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Armstrong. I am the new Main Street Manager for Jefferson. I am new to the Main Street world, so I hope I don't bother everyone too much with questions, but I am eager to learn and get started.
Awesome. And how long have you been there, Rebecca?
Almost a month.
Almost a month. So it's like you're an expert now at that point.
Right.
No, we love questions. We love to be bugged. It's okay. Thank you for being here. Anybody else who's new? Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. So it's the end of the year. We've got our training calendar up and ready to go. Everything's on the website, right, Ellen? Or everything that we are ready to start doing registrations for and stuff like that is up on the website. Ellen's going to throw a link into the chat to take you to our training calendar. If you haven't had the chance to see it, I'm not going to ask her to go through everything since we've done that on previous training Thursdays, but we've got a pretty robust calendar going for next year that includes both in-person and virtual stuff throughout the entire year. So we're really excited about that, and lots of good stuff coming your way. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, Ellen's put the link for you in chat. And again, the stuff that we're ready to start registering people for, that is up and running. So exciting. And let me see. We have stuff due for assessments 1 month from today. That's 2, but 1 month from today. So every year, everybody has to turn something in for their annual assessment process, whether you're an affiliate community, a GEMS community, or a classic Main Street community. And all that is due by January 15th. And we're always based on the previous year. If you're a new manager, don't worry. We will help you through it. If you have questions, that's what we're here for, to help you get through it. And Elizabeth put a good reminder there that January is the 1 month that our monthly reporting is a little bit different. So typically our monthly reports, it's something you do every month, and it's always due for the previous month by the end of the next month. So again, February's is due by the end of March. March is due by the end of April. April is due by the end of May. But January is the only different month, and we ask that your December report be turned in by January 15th. The reason for that is because we take all the data that you give us and we put it into a comprehensive annual report and give it back to you. And so we start doing annual assessment reviews and presentations and meetings, and we want to make sure that we have that data before we meet with you, so that way we can share it with you. So again, January is the only kind of like weird month for that. Don't let that sneak by you. Just kind of make a little note, put it on your radar. Of course, Ellen will be sending out reminders and stuff like that, but it's better to just do it now and be prepared. Let me see what else. Oh, we are finishing up our Main Street 101. Y'all, I'm so excited about this because y'all know we've been doing Main Street 101 online for about the past 5 years. I see Bill in the background. Lily, tell him I said hi. We have taken it to a whole new level. So we've got a new platform that we've introduced. We've got new videos that are going to be on there. We've got a whole new flow of it. It really is going to be an incredible experience. We are putting the final wrapping touches on it right now, with the plan that originally we had talked about maybe launching it in December, but we've decided that because of all the new content that'll be in it, that is connected to the switch to 6, the new 6 standards, we don't want it to become too confusing with what we're already asking you to do. So we will be rolling it out right after the January 15th annual assessment deadline. So we'll be talking about it and showcasing it at our next third Thursday in January. But if you are pre-registered, you will get a notification once it goes live and be able to access it immediately. But again, we're really excited about this. We do plan on doing one in-person Main Street 101 in 2023, and that will be as part of the conference in Canton in August. So for those board members that you have that may not love the technology, they will have the opportunity to do an in-person version in Canton as part of the Georgia Downtown Association Conference next August. But I would say, again, this new platform is very user-friendly, very intuitive. It's, it truly does guide you through it. So you don't have to be an expert to kind of navigate it or anything like that. So I think that it's designed for this. So hopefully it'll be a good experience for everyone, but I'm really excited about it. What else? Let me pull up the chat just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. So with that being said, in December, we like to kind of keep our conversations a little more chill. We don't, typically tend to roll out a lot of information. If you haven't noticed, the National Main Street Center has opened up their registration for their next year's conference, which will be held in Boston at the end of March. And so the hotel information is up, conference registration information is up. I would encourage you to check it out, register for your hotel and stuff sooner rather than later. It always fills up. And we plan on being there. We hope to see you there too. Megan, I see your hand raised.
I hope y'all can hear me. I'm losing my voice. But I did want to let y'all know that our director, Andy Leslie, will be presenting at the National Main Street Conference.
I figured you were going to say that. I was like, yep, super exciting. We have a couple people. I know one that's on the call too. Emily, you're going to be presenting as well, right?
Yes, that's right. We're going to be presenting about our hype team. So if you're in Boston, definitely come to our session. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll hype it up.
Yep, love it. So I think Andy's talking about the Open Container District, right, Megan? Yep. And then Emily's talking about our hype team. Both great, awesome topics, super exciting. And we actually will be doing a presentation, but not to the the general public, but for the other state coordinators. So we're going to be talking about our switch to 6 and the, kind of the beta group that we've been working with and some of the new things that we've developed, tools and resources, and kind of like the overall, process. So I'm excited that we'll be sharing that as well. Georgia always kind of leads the way in how we do things. So it's excited to have gotten this far with the whole thing, and then being able to share that with our colleagues, and brag on y'all and talk about the impact and everything that's going on, which I think is a nice segue into annual assessments. If anybody has questions. So this is, obviously our entire team is around. You can talk to us one-on-one, but if you have a question that you wanted to get answered or a concern you wanted to address, we can take a few minutes to do that right now. You can throw your hand up like this, or you can go down to usually the bottom of your screen and you'll see a reactions button. If you click on that, there's an option that says raise hand, and you can do that. I can't believe we're a month out and nobody has any questions.
Everybody's just so on top of it.
I know, it's true. There are no bad questions.
They're all rock stars. We're all good.
We'll just get the emails later.
No pressure, no pressure. If you haven't presented before and you're going to be presenting for the first time, I will just say this. When you're going to be nervous, I can't help you with that, because as many times as I tell you don't be nervous, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to be nervous. But when you step into the room to meet with us, just know that, like, we're there for you, right? So we're there to be advocates for you. We're there to help you. We're there to support you. We're there to be your cheerleaders. We're not there to take you down, right? So even though, there is an assessment process, even though we do have a high standard, which we hold everybody to, and we want to make sure that everybody is rising to meet that. Ultimately, our goal is to help you through the process, right? Our goal is to get you through it, help you through it, and advocate for you to your community and to your community's leadership. So I will say, until you've gone through it, you won't truly understand it, and you won't be able to relax completely. But just know that going into it, everybody's always kind of nervous. Everybody is always like, oh gosh. And I'm like, hey, we're here for you, right? Like, we're here to help you, support you, guide you. So if you have any questions, again, we are all at some point taking time off over the next couple of weeks for the holiday season. So instead of trying to like hunt and find who's in the office, just send it to that general email address, which is mainstreet@dca.ga.gov. I see Ellen working, which means she's probably throwing it in the chat right now for us. That email address will take you to the entire staff. And then whoever's around, available that day, can reach out to you, answer your question, and get back to you. So you don't have to, again, hunt and peck and try and figure out who's in the office and who isn't. Just trying to make it easier on you guys. Any questions before I move on?
I do have a question. Do we have like the schedule for the annual assessments if we're presenting? Do we know when that'll be locked down?
So we're meeting with our South Georgia folks. So they have those, dates and stuff like that. And then in 2024 we'll be coming back up to you guys, Nicole, in the Athens region and region 1s, region 2, region, I think it's 5,
5 and 7.
Yep. So we have not set those for the next year. But everybody else should be good to go. If you're not presenting, you're just getting to do that kind of checklist. Keep it simple, provide us some basic documentation, and just focus on all the good work that you're doing. So
I will say I am currently, right before this meeting, I was drafting an email to everybody to remind them that, your assessment is due in a month, but I'm splitting it. So if you get one and it has like the non-presenting docs, you're a non-presenting community. And then the other guys who are presenting this year, I've probably aggravated your eyeballs out of your head sending you emails, but I'm probably going to do another one just to be on top of it. So everybody gets their own email today. And you'll know if you're a presenting or a non-presenting community. So, and you'll have all the documentation you'll need there too. So be on the lookout.
And then for my affiliates, you do the non-presenting form.
Yeah.
Yep. And GEMS, that's a whole different ballgame. So, but we had a separate training with y'all, I believe, last month. So we should be good to go. Elizabeth, anything else that I didn't cover, or Elizabeth and Ellen, anything else I didn't cover on assessments that you want to hit on?
Not for me. Ellen might have something, but she's doing a great job with that email. I know she is, because she does everything well. But just if you do have questions, do not wait until the week before. We are traveling starting January 2nd. We are traveling a lot. So if you have questions, look at it now if you haven't looked at it, because inevitably there's Dropbox issues. You're like, wait, which form? Despite our best efforts to give you all the information, or just like clarifying questions, we're starting to see those roll in. Do not wait till the last minute, because our entire team is traveling a lot and we are, committed to answer those questions, but we might not, like if you're sending it in on the 13th or the 14th, you're cutting it down to the wire. And so we might not be able to get to your question like before you have to turn it in. So do not wait to the last minute. Just we'll try our best, but do not wait to the last minute, please. We beg you. Because we don't want to disappoint anybody and we want to support everybody. And sometimes when it gets down to that wire, it's just, there's not the capacity to. So please, 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 please look at it now and then ask questions over the next week or two.
And anybody who's opted into the beta group, who's going to be doing their assessment, this upcoming assessment under those new 6 standards. I just wanted to remind you that you have a little bit of a different process, but keep in mind if you're going through that new document and you see something and you're concerned because you're like, well, we're not exactly meeting that right now. Again, we only gave you this document a couple months ago. The idea is to just kind of get a feel for it, see if there's any areas that could be potential hangups in the future, and just again to kind of like familiarize yourself with it. If there's something in there that you're not meeting, that's okay. Like this is not going to be like a make it or break it experience. You had to already be in good standing in order to even opt into the beta version of this assessment process. So again, this is, we are asking you to help kind of like learn and teach us any potential pain points in the future, anything that we need to emphasize in the future when we roll this new process out in January for the rest of the Main Street folks. So again, this is, an opportunity for us to kind of learn our way through this together. So just if you come across something in there and you're like, oh gosh, we're not currently doing this, that's okay. But I would like to hear, why you're not doing it or why you think you're not meeting it and what we could do as an office to help in the future. I would say the majority of the stuff is still pretty similar, but we do know it is going to be kind of a culture shift a little bit. So, again, we want to see how we can help kind of ease that transition for everybody else. And if you are in the beta group, you will be receiving a notice because we will be setting up a post-assessment call that week after January 15th for us to discuss that process. Like, what was it like for you to go through it? Any questions you have, any concerns? I figure if we wait too long, we won't be able to remember what we just did. So it's better to like jump on it while it's still fresh in all our minds. And while we're, still kind of on it and thinking about it, and we just had recently turned it in. So Ellen will be sending that out to everybody. Again, if you can't join us on that date, that's fine. We'll reach out to you and try and set up a one-on-one call just to discuss it. But again, our January starts getting really busy with GDA board retreats and assessments and some trainings and all this other stuff. So we want to make sure that we get these things in and done before our calendars get too out of control. And um, and then the other thing is that in January, we always push out our annual manager's salary and program survey. And again, that's just an opportunity for us to hear from you guys, get updated contact information, hear what you are looking forward to or anything you guys want in the next upcoming year. And that won't come out till after assessments. So you don't have to worry about that. For right now, we will roll that out to you guys and introduce that to you probably next third Thursday, get y'all ready then. And also Ebony I feel like we're all kind of ready to like start doing start taking strategic planning requests and stuff like that. We met yesterday in Macon, and we've got we've been able to wrap up some of the final things. And if you guys have any requests or want any strategic planning assistance or services in 2023, please reach out to Ebony and we can start filling up the calendars. And I was thinking, Ebony, this morning, I was like, oh, we should probably have her do like a little webinar on like the driver's model and stuff like that at some point, just to like introduce, the
That
whole
would be
thing.
really, really cool to do.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, things we should do.
Ellen's writing it down. We're good. It'll happen.
I'm that predictable over here. Yeah.
See guys, we're just like planning and thinking on the spot here, like in real time it's happening. So honestly, oh yes, sorry.
Before you do move on, just so that, because you used some verbiage that our friends may not be used to. So the driver's model is just the structure that we are using for the strategic planning process. And so we'll create a webinar so that we can further explain the driver's model process that will help us get from start to finish when it comes to creating a vision and a strategy for your community.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you, Jessica.
Good point, Ebony. Thank you for doing that. But I would love to stop talking now at this point and hear from you guys. So since you don't have annual assessment questions, I'd love to either hear from you something personally or professionally you were excited that you were able to accomplish this year, something that you're proud of, or if you have a question for the group that you're like, this is a challenge, something I'm going through, and I need some of that group power and thinking and sharing. All right, Jeffrey, do it.
Hey, so as of last Tuesday, I completed my final semester of college for this year, and I took 34 credit hours this year.
Wow.
So that was kind of plus do everything else. So
awesome. It's got to feel good though that you're done for the semester, right?
Yes, start back January, and hopefully only have like a year and a half left.
Awesome. Congratulations. Love it. Who's next? Who's going to share?
Ginger?
Good morning, everyone. I just want to, I've only been here in this position for 6 months now. So I'm still learning every day. And I just finished the College Park Tinsel Trail. That was a big deal, and it's done and it's completed, and it was a success, and I'm happy about that. And it's a lot of things going on, but I wanted to say I'm concerned about the assessment test. I need to get my head wrapped around that. So I probably will be calling someone and emailing someone at that point. So hopefully by Monday I'll start it. So that's it.
No worries. I promise.
So better be by Monday.
Oh, Carly, yes.
I don't really like to brag, but I'm glad it's almost over. Our Milledgeville Trolley Express, which is a huge promotion fundraiser for us each year. It's Monday through Friday, and it's we called it Polar Express until I got an email or a letter from their lawyers. So we now call it the Milledgeville Trolley Express. But anyways, it's a Polar Express experience. And it is a fundraiser of almost $10,000 for us. And it's Monday through Friday of this week. And so we're almost done. We're exhausted and ready to be done, but it's going really well. We added snow when people are getting on a trolley this year, which has been, you know, we have families who have been coming since their kids, like every year they do this. So we're trying to add something new and different every year. So the snow edition has been really fun. So
I love it. I love it. Awesome. All right, who's next? Yes, Rebecca.
Well, I'm not bragging about anything. I haven't done anything yet, but I have been putting together a calendar for next year, and I'm really excited to do some fun things out in the community. We're trying to, get shoppers in our downtown area to help our small businesses that are struggling. And I was wondering if I put my email in the chat, if you could all, whoever has something exciting to share with me, I'm looking for your most money-making events, like your fundraisers or sponsorships or whatnot, so I can be bringing money into the programs, just throwing it all out. I would appreciate that.
I love it. I love it. We need things that bring in money. Awesome. Awesome. Bethany, when's your battle of the boards? Did it already happen? No.
Oh, Ellen's already on that. She's one of my judges. It is February the 10th. And I posted on Facebook. This is funny. I posted on Facebook last week about everybody to save the date. And I posted the picture of like the boards that were given away as our prizes last year. Well, all these people in town commented that they wanted to buy the boards. And I was like, no, that's not, no. I was like, I was just promoting the event. You can't buy the boards. You got to participate for the winner. So anyway.
No, I think you got a fundraiser here at the Battle of the Boards. You can sell a board like with a Black Shear or a Main Street something like.
Well, go on my Facebook and look at it. It's cute.
I'm telling you, we got a fundraiser.
Oh,
right?
well, thanks for the idea, though. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, I will give you I do have a good one. I will brag that I have 1 of 4 graduated from college in May. But
Wow.
listen to this. She's the private events coordinator for the Atlanta Country Club.
What?
Yeah, that's fancy.
That is
So
fancy.
she's following in my footsteps, and that's kind of makes me happy.
Love it. Love
Anyway,
it.
So that's it. But Battle of the Boards is on February the 10th. If you guys would like to come to Black Shear, I need judges.
Yes, Laura.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I am so excited that Black Shear is doing the Battle of the Boards. Our chamber started that a couple of years ago, and that has been a great success for them. And we partner with them because they use our depot. So if you need me to come and be a judge, reach out to me.
Well, I just saw it. It was just all featured in the new Okefenokee Living magazine.
Yes.
And I totally took your idea. Totally took your idea.
You should. It's a great idea. It's a great.
It
But
is.
if you need a judge, reach out to me. I'd love to try.
Come on.
Me and Laura will carpool over.
Yeah, you guys can come.
So Laura, Bethany, will y'all, for the people who are like Battle of the Boards, what are these people talking about? Will y'all just give us like the high level overview?
I'm gonna. Laura, you tell it because you started it.
Well, I didn't start it. I just partnered with it. But our chamber put it on as an event for members of our community to submit their entry, and we didn't really theme it out. We let them choose kind of their theme and what they wanted to do, and we started with I think we had participants or maybe 8 participants, and last year it doubled, and if it continues to grow the way I think it will, we'll end up having to change venues because my depot won't be big enough. But a lot of them choose Panther football. Some do Halloween because we do it usually in October. Some have done a Christmas theme. I mean, we see the most amazing things and people really get creative, but we sell tickets at the door. All of that money goes into a fund to help the chamber with a scholarship for an upcoming senior at our high school. And it's just a really fun event. We started that right after COVID, and it was great to have the public back, able to interact with each other. They serve wine and beer, on
I
the
was gonna
side.
say, and these are charcuterie boards, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, it's the big charcuterie. So it's not like the little wooden board. This is a whole like 6-foot rectangular table that they theme out and decorate. Our local Farm Bureau office did like a local grown table that was amazing. And so it's fun to see our people's creativity. It's fun to be able to get together. The Okefenokee magazine came this past year to judge, and then did a great article about it in their magazine. And so it's just a fun way, but it does raise a lot of money, and folks get real competitive. It's fun.
And we do ours in February as a date night right before Valentine's Day. So that's kind of, and we sell tickets at the door too for the scholarship. That's exactly, I completely ripped it off.
I was gonna say, but when your judges come in, what are they judging each individual entry on?
So Jenny Robbins has a way of making a matrix system, and because she helped the chamber kind of put this event together, she came up with this matrix, and they're judging on appearance, they're judging on theme. There's like several different things that they're being judged on, and then that way it can kind of be split up and everybody gets an even chance, where maybe some people's food was, their charcuterie was better than the others, but their theme, whatever, it gives everybody a chance for good placement. I think they have like 4 different categories, and then you have the best overall that you can win. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And then you guys do charcuterie boards that are like engraved and stuff as the like award, right? Instead of like a trophy or something, it's like a charcuterie board.
The whole team gets a board that has like, last year was, this year was 2022 charcuterie challenge. And it has like best in show, or best theme, or best, whatever that goes with it. So each category has some, and then the team that has, I think we do 10 boards for the top team so that they can have some to display and then some for, their homes. So we try to keep it really fun like that. But yeah, really good. Really quickly for Homerville, I just wanted to say we are about to announce our public meeting for our master plan. It's going to be done January 19th. We're going to have a big reception at the municipal complex, and I know you guys will be busy with assessments, but if anybody can come, everyone is welcome. The Carl Vinson Institute of Government has done a phenomenal job. We're so thrilled to be launching that and giving that to the public to finally see what the vision is, where we're headed. And it's just a really, really exciting time in our community. We are having just leaps and bounds of growth happening in a very short amount of time, and it's scary, but it's incredible.
That's awesome. That's going to be so exciting. I'm excited for you because I just know what it's like to have them come in and do that whole process and then unveil it and stuff like that. That's going to be incredible.
It's just amazing what has happened in the last year. Like, we've literally, our worst city block that has been in such poor shape, it has been sold. The entire block has been purchased, and we are about to start massive renovation projects. And it's just, I don't know, it's just incredible. So, wow. And all because of this inspiration and because of the rural zone designation that we received.
Awesome. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's super exciting. All right. Who else has something they want to share? Big or small, doesn't have to, personal, professional, either.
I'll share something.
Yeah, thank you, Lily.
It's not like super big, but it's like a sip and shop every year. And this is my first year. I just started this job. I've been full-time since October, so pretty new. So I was very nervous about taking over the sip and shop. It's a big annual event. but I ordered 200 tumblers, and in the past we've had some left over. This year I sold out within the first hour. And so we had like record attendance. I would say we had about 600 people show up.
Wow.
So it was a huge money maker. I had to go run and get tumblers from previous years and sell those instead, just so people could have a cup to drink out of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I was
is
super
awesome.
excited about how that went. And I chose a domestic violence shelter here in town to be the beneficiary. So I was able to hand them a big check.
Oh, that's awesome. Love that. Yay. Yep, Megan.
Sorry, guys. Jennifer is on the call as well, our administrative coordinator, and she just reminded me that we should share. So we've started doing downtown room merch, and this year we did a specialty ornament to kind of, hopefully this will be an annual thing, but as of this call, we have officially sold out all 50 of our ornaments.
Whoa.
So we're really excited, and we'll probably order more next year.
Yeah, awesome. Congrats. And I love looking at the letters that y'all did, the Rome letters and the pictures that y'all have taken. And I love it because Megan put like a post online. It was like, find you a boss that like helps make, basically the things you dream about come true, which I loved. All right. Who else has got something to share? Yeah, Emily.
I'm really excited to say that Macon was listed on the top 23 places to visit in the world by Condé Nast Travelers. So we got a really cool shout out on CBS Morning News as well. So all the things going on in our downtown, like our new hotels, our music history, the downtown was really the focal point in the center of that. So that was really cool and exciting.
That is huge. Awesome. What? Super exciting. Who's next? I know we got more stuff, y'all. Everybody's got to have something to share, honestly. There's got to look back and have something you're excited about or want to share. I'll say. Elizabeth, what are you excited about this year? Oh, I know, but let's see if you say the same thing that I'm thinking.
Well, you thought of it faster than I did, so you can tell me what I'm excited about. I mean, all of the whole switch to 6 was a lot of work because it pretty much touched, redoing Main Street 101, redoing the annual assessment, redoing materials, redo training, like all the things. And so to know that we're kind of coming on the end of the planning stage and that like kind of the implementation rollout is coming up, it's like, it's nice to put to bed that one part. And then kind of the next part, it's nice to kind of be ramping up, or exciting to be ramping up for that. So I know for the people that aren't part of beta, we've been talking and alluding to it a lot. And so that just us being able to let y'all know what's been going on behind the scenes and some of those projects are the things that I'm the most excited about.
And I thought you were going to say Downtown TX, being able to share that.
Yeah, yes, I mean that too, but as with everything in government, it takes a while. So it's still a little bit out in the future for that. But yeah, I'm very excited for that when I will be able to start getting my hands on it a little bit more versus just getting the correct signatures and getting it built and all that type of stuff. So
yep. Yep.
And I thought of a better one. I'm excited that we have Ellen and Ebony on our team. Because I feel like we're in a really good place with our team, that we're going to be able to provide a really, really great service level to all of y'all, roll out some new things that will help you as communities. And so I'm just really, really excited excited where we are as a team and so happy to have them both on board as well. Like just our kind of planning session we had in Macon for the past 2 days. We've gotten a lot of stuff kind of ironed out, some expectations for ourselves that we want to make sure we uphold, and just like really kind of thinking of the big picture. And so I feel like we're in a really good place as a team, and we're excited for y'all to kind of see those repercussions over the next year.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. It's excited to be staffed at the level that we're staffed at, and to be taking on new things. And we like Elizabeth said, we were in Macon for 2 days doing some planning and team building and stuff like that. And it was a great experience, and it was fun seeing the lights downtown. And I'm pumped because I feel like we've talked a lot about like what's coming for us in 2023 and all the different things. So it's a lot, but I feel like it's manageable, like it's doable. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to like have y'all experience all the stuff that we've been working so hard on to develop and grow and build over the past several months, from the strategic planning side to the Switch to 6 side to the Main Street 101 side, so many different things that we're going to be like introducing and rolling out to y'all. So that's, I agree. I'm like geeked about it. So
I think this is the first year in like 4 years that there hasn't been an open position this time of year for our office.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge win.
Yep, absolutely. Sylvia, what do you want to share with us?
Well, I'm excited because I know that you have been saying for the last couple of years that I've been on board that patience is a virtue, and just keep going at it. So I'm excited to share that our Streetscapes project is finished, and it has had tremendous results. This year we had we were able to bring our fall festival back. We had over 5,000 people in the downtown area. We had an inaugural Taste of Fairburn. We were able to sell out on a lot of our aprons. We have these aprons with Taste of Fairburn hats and all of that. So it garnered a lot of interest. But most of all, like we've been preaching, that our events are not just about people coming to the square. It's about our small businesses. So we've added an additional restaurant, and we've got 2 or 3 more on the way. So yes, patience is a virtue, and we're starting to see a lot of momentum. So thanks for everybody's support, and all of the information has been outstanding and wonderful for propelling us forward.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It's so great because you're right. I mean, it takes so long to see that movement and that impact. And once it starts, it's incredible. But you got to have the patience to get there. So absolutely. That's awesome. I'm so excited that you're able to start seeing the fruits of those labors.
Definitely.
Awesome. Shannon, what you got going on?
So we had a new coffee shop open in downtown last month. It is absolutely beautiful. So many people are coming all the time, all day. She's open 7 to 4. She averages 200 transactions a day. She is killing it. And we've had a lot of talks from another restaurant looking at opening a second location in downtown. So we went from no restaurants at all to everybody's coming to Dallas. So it's been a lot. We have our wine bar. The owners of that are opening up a grill on Main Street. So we have a lot of exciting stuff happening in downtown. We have another building that's about to be under construction to put on an original second story. Another locally famous building in downtown has deer heads on it, and that building has been purchased and is already under construction to restore it to its natural or historic look with another second story. We've seen to have a lot of fires here in Dallas where buildings burn. But anyway, we're super excited to see all of the new construction and redevelopment here in downtown.
Oh, that's awesome. Love that. Love that. Renee, I saw you had your hand up.
I did. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to first say happy holidays to everybody. Wish everybody well. And just to let everyone know that I've been working with Elizabeth and Jeffrey. So regional meetups for spring will be announced. I just want to thank everyone. I see several people on here who reached out. The response was incredible. And so if you're on the waiting list, just know that your time will come. And we have some great cities. It will be spread out. So people will be able to get to a community that's close to them. So looking forward to that.
And
Registration.
Renee, I was gonna say, Renee, for someone who's new, can you explain what the regional meetups are, please?
For all of our newbies, so we have regional meetups, and that's basically what it is. We have 12 regions, and so we try to choose locations around the state to kind of spread it out. And it's just an opportunity to get together, network, learn what that community's doing, talk about what your community's doing, hash out any issues you may be having in your community. Basically, it's a third Thursday, but in a community. So it's a fun networking time. I just started with GMA earlier this year, and I was fortunate enough to get to all of the regional meetups this year, except for one. Looking forward to next year, and my goal is to be at all of them. So I'll be seeing all of you around. Please sign up. Registration form has been completed. Once I secure dates with the communities that have been chosen, that registration form will shoot out early next year. Conference was mentioned. Conference in Canton. Oh my gosh, we've already started planning applications for awards and presenting. All that stuff is going to roll out much earlier for next year. Conference is August 21st through the 24th, but be on the lookout to start registering early. We want to say probably late spring, early summer. We wanted to roll out a lot earlier so that we can get a whole lot more. We exceeded our numbers last year, which was amazing. And my goal is to even exceed that more. So want to see all of you there. If you're not members of GDA and want to join, please go to our website. I'll throw that link in the chat. But even if you're not a member yet and you just want to come to the conference and meet people and learn more about all of the great things that are going on in communities, it is a great opportunity to meet your neighbors and do that. So just wanted to throw those things out there and say you all are doing amazing things. Macon, I'm so proud of them for being, I did see that spotlight, and of course our conference was there last year, so I'm really, really proud of what everybody is doing in their communities. So keep it up.
Absolutely. And Renee used to be the Main Street manager in College Park, and when she joined the Georgia Municipal Association earlier this year, we were just so excited for her. And so GMA provides staffing to the Georgia Downtown Association, which is a nonprofit that is focused on downtown development and supporting downtowns. So Renee staffs that organization, and Jeffrey Fowler, who's with Warrenton, will be this 2023's president for the Georgia Downtown Association. So April Norton from Thomasville is the outgoing president, and Jeffrey is the incoming president. And so we do a lot of stuff with them here at Georgia Main Street. We partner a lot with GMA and Georgia Downtown Association. We all are working together to better downtowns across the state. But yep, they will regularly also share on our third Thursdays what's going on with them and the opportunities. And I would say too, any kind of training opportunities that you guys are looking for, anything that comes out from GMA or the Georgia Downtown Association, and anything that they're putting forward counts as training for our folks too. So always great to have an eye on that. Renee?
And I'm sorry, I just wanted to say too, we have a calendar too. And so please submit your items to be added to the calendar. And when you post your items on social media, tag hashtag Georgia Downtowns, and we can get all of our news spread a little bit further. So
absolutely. And you're talking about like managers who have events in their communities and stuff like that?
That is correct.
Awesome. Yay. All right, we've got just a couple minutes left. Anybody else have something they want to share? Again, personal, professional, anything? Yeah, Karen.
Okay. We added a car show this year. It was, we partnered with the chamber and with the high school, and it was a very, very successful event. We even incorporated the high school to make the trophies and the shirts. So it was a big turnout and a very successful event, and we're gonna do it annually every year.
Awesome. Like car show, like old cars, new cars, what kind of cars?
Old cars. Old cars
Cool.
and motorcycles also. So it
cool.
was really good event. Very we only had a few things that we thought we needed to correct, later, next year. So but it was a very good event.
Awesome. Love it. All right. Any last shares?
I'll share a quick thing from Gainesville. So I'm one of the Main Street communities that's set up in tourism. So getting information from our development team on building permits and all that kind of stuff is always a work in progress. And they just switched softwares for all of the reporting. So for the last 5 months, I've been trying to work with them to get what Main Street really needs to cover our districts, which expanded right before I came on. Because the last 3 years of getting numbers has just been atrocious. And so I was really excited. We finally wrapped it up, and I have a whole new beautiful report that is exactly our Main Street district. And as of November 30th, this year, we had 358 different building rehab permits, and it's $130 million worth of investment. So excited to I'm gonna have to backtrack a lot of my monthly reports now and fix those, but I've got all the data and just excited to see how much is happening in Gainesville. It's just been crazy this year. So
wow, that is incredible. And if Nicole, if you you can just put it in an email to us and just put each month what needs to be the updated, so this and this should be the correct number. And Elizabeth.
Perfect.
So one step better is depending on if it's different from mixed use, residential, all the different types and stuff like that, if you have that nuanced stuff, since that's where monthly reporting looks like, an Excel spreadsheet that has kind of those factors, because it just makes it very easy for us to kind of go in and if you need help building out what that looks like, Ellen or I can help you do that. But that tends to be one of the easiest ways to kind of make sure we fully understand the correct information that needs to be in the correct
Gotcha.
in the correct form. So yes.
I'll get it all detailed out for y'all.
But we definitely want to get that.
That's amazing.
We definitely want to get that plugged in though, because that's A, it's huge, and B, the journey to get to that point where you're getting everything is a huge battle all on its own.
Huge win.
Absolutely. Love it.
Ellen, are you giggling at me because I mentioned an Excel spreadsheet?
I can't answer that question at the moment. I'm going to keep that one to myself.
Okay.
Elizabeth loves a good Excel spreadsheet.
The best way to do something. Yes.
Every time I see your screen, that cat is so funny.
He's really the star of the show today.
That's good. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if y'all caught it, but her actual cat was in her lap for a little bit. So.
Yeah, he was like, "No, I want to be the star." So she got jealous, apparently. Abigail Teddy is sleeping on the couch, all snuggled.
His favorite spot.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys. We've just got a couple minutes left, but I just want to say thank y'all for a great year. We've done a lot together. We've accomplished a lot together. It's exciting to, be going into 2023. And like Elizabeth said, with, fully staffed, lots of new projects and plans, and, to feel like the programs are in a good place too is really exciting. I know COVID's still out there, but to feel like kind of the worst of the pandemic is behind us is really nice. There's Katie. Like mom just woke me up. But again, we'll be around for the next couple of weeks. So if y'all need anything, you know where to find us, and the team will stay on for a few minutes. If you have any individual questions you want to ask us one-on-one, maybe not in front of like the whole group right now, but we'll stick around. We can answer those for you. So otherwise, we will Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, Happy Hanukkah, and we will see you in January. Thank you, guys.